Hey YouTube, RPM Auto here. Got a different video for you. I don't usually do political videos, but I really wanted to show you guys what my view on gun control is. And if my son will pan the table, you'll see what my view of gun control is. You know, I get sick to my stomach watching the news, watching the haters on the news tell you, that we're all criminals. They're turning people that are into guns into monsters. One thing I wanted to say was these people, Obama, Feinstein, Pierce Morgan, David Gregory, CNN, is totally against us, and as long as they hold the media, the national media, against pro-gun groups, we got a hard fight ahead of us. And I think Feinstein's idea that she wants to ban high-capacity magazines, and the ridiculous thing is, like this gun right here, this is a 22 semi-auto, or even let's just take this pump shotgun right here. If I put this attachment on it, which is a laser, that automatically makes that shotgun illegal, because they want to say that now it's a assault rifle. So if I put this attachment on any of my rifles, this one's already illegal in her eyes because it's a semi-automatic shotgun. It's not pump. It'll pump out 5 rounds. The minute I put a laser or a flashlight or anything, this rail turns a harmless gun, well, not a harmless gun, but turns something that I use for shooting clay pigeons into a tactical rifle. My son's, his first ever 22 long rifle, if I put this on it, that makes it an illegal gun. It's just ridiculous. This does not make these guns any more deadly. And Pierce Morgan, I really didn't want to get started on him, but what a jackass. He wants to say that he wants to demonize guns and gun owners and say that the high capacity mags are the problem. We all know that they're not the problem. I thought it was ridiculous when the NRA came out with a commercial saying that if armed security in schools is good enough for his kids, it should be good enough for ours. And then the news gets on there and says, oh, they're sick to their stomach, how disgusting, they used Obama's kids to get the point across, or David Gregory's kids to get the point across, when the first thing they did after the school shooting was, as the kids were walking out of the school, the mass media was on those kids, and then every time they do a report on gun violence or gun control, they're using images of those kids or their parents or something like that, and they call the NRA disgusting. Sorry, this is my rant. It just pisses me off that when pro-gun people try to get their point across and use facts and figures, and our president, who's pushing for gun control, we're disgusting. But when the mass media does it and showing images of these kids that got killed, that's okay. And CNN is the worst of them all. The only news channel that I saw that reported on our marches on the 19th was Fox News. At least there's one news group that I don't know if they're backing us, but they're telling the truth. And I may be wrong. I don't watch a lot of news, but when all the media channels are against pro-gun people and demonizing us and our firearms, that it's just ridiculous. It makes our fight harder. We got to stay vigilant and keep up the fight. I wrote a letter to our senator, or actually both of our senators here in Idaho, and I wanted to read this to you. This is from the senator of Idaho, and here's his thoughts on gun control. Dear Mr. Robert, thank you for contacting me regarding Second Amendment issues. I appreciate hearing from you. Like our founding fathers, I oppose any compromise of the rights of the right to keep and bear arms, and like many Idahoans, I enjoy exercising my Second Amendment rights. I hunt and I participate in sports shooting. Gun control legislation is based on the faulty premise that guns cause crime. Gun control laws result in only criminals owning guns, which can increase the crime rate. I am deeply committed to the Second Amendment rights. You have my word, I will do nothing to weaken gun rights. I really value your efforts to get in touch with me, to share your thoughts as many Idahoans do. Please do not hesitate to call me blah blah blah. I understand this is a form letter, but at least he's on our side, or at least the side of our Constitution. And we now have a president that he wants to wipe his ass with our Constitution, and that's not cool with me, and it's not cool with a lot of other people. So there's my rant. This is how I feel about gun control. I'm against it. High capacity magazines don't cause more dead people. Sorry. Criminals with guns and high capacity magazines cause more dead people. This magazine right here hasn't killed anybody. None of these guns on this table have killed anybody. And hopefully they never will, and if they do, it's going to be in defense of my life and my son's and my wife's life, or someone I care about, protecting other people. I'm not a crazy nut that's going to go out and start shooting theaters and shit. So to say that, because you own a semi-automatic weapon, that you're capable of doing that. Anybody is capable of doing anything at any time, and you cannot stop that. Maybe with mental health checks, things like that. But gun registration, all that is, like the NR said, the only two reasons they want us to register our guns or our ammo is to tax them or take them. Which is correct. I mean, the minute you get on a national registry, the government knows who has what and what they're doing with them. And when they come to take them, it's a roadmap to seizing all the guns in the United States. And that's not what our founding fathers were. Intelligent men. They were hardworking men. They weren't these yuppies growing up in rich neighborhoods that their only goal was to become president or congressman or Dianne Feinstein or whatever. They were hardworking men. They knew what they were writing down when they wrote our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. And for one president or several to come in and say, oh, they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. No, they knew what tyranny was. They just fought for it. They fought against it. So, that's my rant. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you.